you get picked for the USA under-19 team. For people who not as familiar with U.S. cricket history, 2005 entering that tournament, you are not really going to be considered anything close to being a favorite because as recently as a few years earlier, USA had lost to Argentina in group play in the under-19 qualifier. So to think of where USA is regarded nowadays as an under-19 team and a men's team, where it's always neck and neck, head to head with Canada, it's a very intense rivalry. That wasn't the case heading into that 2005 qualifier. And as more evidence that typically what happens in these under-19 tournaments in recent times, they save the USA versus Canada matchup until the final day of group play because they want to build up to it. So USA might play Argentina early, and Canada might play Argentina early, and Cayman Islands or Bahamas or Argentina, whatever, and then Bermuda, and then you build up all this drama and this tension heading into the final day matchup. That 2005 tournament, you guys played Canada on the first day because that didn't exist. Yeah. It was just, hey, USA's showing up. They're not really going to be threatening. And on the opening day of the tournament, you guys stun Canada. You beat them by 39 runs. So take me back to the summer of 2005, August 2005. I've heard, and again, as an indication of kind of the state of affairs of USA cricket at the time, this was right around the time USA Cricket Association itself had been suspended or was about to be suspended because of poor administration and some issues to do with the men's team. There was a controversy in terms of how the men's national team had been selected for a tournament and a battle administratively between who had the authority to select the squad. And that was partially what triggered the first of the 3 USAC suspensions. So leading into it, there was some doubt whether the under-19 teams would even be allowed to participate. And then I heard, I don't know how true this is or not, but the uniforms didn't exactly arrive on time, where the uniforms that you did have, they were just like, they showed up on the morning of the first game. It was
down the day of that.
Everything was very, very last minute about how all of this was arranged because there was so much up in the air.
Yeah, they weren't sure. They weren't 100% sure who was going to go. That's what it was.
So you've got all this chaos and this uncertainty leading into it, so much unknown. And then you guys get the last minute word you're going to be allowed to participate. And you go up there and not just participate, you beat Canada on the opening day. So take me through everything that was in the buildup, the lead up, what was going on mentally in terms of the preparation and what you were being told and not being told in terms of what would be happening. And then to all that uncertainty to then go in and play the way you did, not just against Canada, but throughout the tournament to finish as champions. Take me through that whole experience.
I put it this way. Back then, 16, 17 years old, 17, 18, whatever the age was back then. Me personally, I wasn't thinking about none of that. So I'm pretty sure the other guys, they weren't thinking about that. I think we were just so happy because remember they had a group of players that they picked, like an all-star list that they picked on the whole tournament. So when they announced the team after everything and said, hey, this is the team that's going to represent the USA on 19 in Canada, yes, it was last minute and stuff. All I cared about was like, wow, I got picked. So all I'm thinking in my mind is like, look, I got picked to represent the USA in this tournament in Canada. Yes, it's late. Yes, it's last minute. But back then, I'm not thinking about nothing else. Suspension, nothing. I'm just like, yo, I'm going to go play cricket. So once we got there, this was the kicker. They picked a very good team. Like, it was like Abhimanyu Rajab. It was like Punu, Dotson. I mean, I was like, wow, they literally picked the best players from the tournament. So when we get there, we all get together and we're like, oh my goodness, hey, what's up, man? Dude, you. It was like, oh man, yo, we're gonna kill. That's all we were thinking, yo, we're gonna kill. Because we have a good team. We had, what's his name again? We had Dominique Ardain from New York, quick bowler. You have myself, quick ball, opening bowling. You have Punu, and you have Anil. You have all these guys come together in Canada. We didn't even care who the opposition was. We just wanted to get up there and go on the field and play. And that's what we did. Canada thought they was gonna have a walk over because they were the kings all over, but they didn't expect to lose to us. especially like that. But we went out there to kill, pretty much. After battling it out in LA, we went out there to kill. And we shot them. We stunned them.
You did by 39 runs. USA scored 246 in 50 overs.
I think we went undefeated. We went undefeated that
Went
tournament.
undefeated, yeah. You started off 246 against Canada, and you bowled them out for 207. Your friend, your boy, Anil Deal Prasad took 3 for 44 to help lead USA in the field. You took 1 for 26. You opened with the new ball. One of the other guys you didn't mention, who was significant in victory, was man of the match, Ravi Timbawala.
Ravi, I know it. Ravi Timbawala, the opening batsman. Yo, man, Ravi's a talent, man. Ravi's a talent. I forgot about him. He opened the batting. Yeah,
opened the batting. Top scored with 67. Scored 67 in USA total, and that helped. And I think he may have been the youngest player in the squad. I think he was only 15 at the time. He was one of the youngest players, if not the youngest player in the team, because he was
solid,
considered a prodigy coming out of Los Angeles.